Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hi, Dave. This is Glenn from Berea. And what I wanted to ask was, Watson wasn't particularly good last year, but he's even worse this year. The whole offense is worse. And I know they've had injuries, but they had injuries last year. How much do you think can be attributed to the change in offense? It Ken Dorsey's responsibility and all the other new coaches on the offensive side. Thank you. Enjoy the show. Bye.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. I don't know that you can say it's Ken Dorsey, but clearly Ken Dorsey, Andy Dickerson, a lot of the run game coordinators, Tommy Rees, they brought in a bunch of new offensive coaches to try to tailor an offense around Deshaun Watson's skill set. You know, shotgun, get it kind of spread out, which I was all for. I thought it was a great idea because you invested $230 million in this guy. You kind of got to try to make it work. It hasn't worked. I don't know if it's Dorsey's offense. I don't know if it's scheme mismatch with your with what you have. But the most noticeable thing, I think, in this whole thing is the offensive line, which I know has been banged up. But think about all the offensive linemen that came in and have gone out under Kevin Stefanski. You still had a physical offensive line. You do not have a physical offensive line. That's one of the most notable things. If you go back and watch some of the clips from the Bengals game, Nick Chubb is getting met 3 yards in the backfield, and that's why he averaged 2 yards a carry instead of 5, 6 yards a carry, is because he's getting hit in the backfield, and he used to get hit at the line of scrimmage a yard or two forward, and then he'd go forward for 2 or 3 additional yards. That's not just happening. They're getting beat at the point of contact, and that is the most troubling thing. Well, there's a lot of troubling things, but the fact that that offensive line, which was so physical, is not, that's a huge concern. I don't know if they got old. Is it what they're asking them to do? They got to figure that out, and they got to figure it out and move forward because if you have an offensive line that's getting pushed off the ball like this offensive line is, you're not going to win any football games. That's just the bottom line.